In this universe.
In this galaxy. In this world. Beneath the influencer clouds.
Over the viral video fields.
Off the information superhighway.
There are voices in the digital wilderness, whispering
more opinions.
If you listen,
you will hear. And we're live. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, you know what? You did not discuss. Did you tell the story on air about going to the Danger Cat show?
Yes, at the end of
I couldn't remember if that
152.
I couldn't remember if that was off air or not. So I was just scrolling and Danger Cats popped up with that picture of Trudeau on the shirt. Trudeau. And I was like, oh, jeez. Right. So, hey, I think we need a thing for Ryan. We made one for Frankie and Bolo and Alma.
I've got one for Ryan and Tex because they're both,
Redneck.
Those kind of people. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I've got an idea. I'll get to it.
Okay, cool. I was just thinking because he is our biggest fan, and not because he's portly, but like he's always here. So. Okay, we're gonna go hot on the government today.
Canadian
government anyways.
That sounds so dirty.
Yeah, not the good Las Vegas way. So before the show, we always talk. We're kind of just shooting the breeze about what we're potentially going to talk about, and I'm shocked and offended, and you'll get over it. So, of course, we brought up that it kind of led down a wormhole. We were talking about the Liberal government launching the program for lunches for kids, which I'm like, cool. Which then, of course, leads to talking about the carbon tax. And then leads to, I tried to look up how much money the Canadian government has collected in carbon tax money. And I couldn't find it. But then I found this headline from the CBC where the headline says, Energy Minister says Poilievre should stop lying to Canadians about carbon tax. Hit it, Alex.
And
wrong.
Wait, well, let's knock those out of the park right away. So, I don't know what it's like in America. I don't know if this is even an issue down there with this carbon tax. I don't even know if you guys recycle down there, but like with cans, because I know when the cans come up here, maybe because they're American, they won't take American cans up here. I didn't realize there was a difference between the aluminum from that imaginary border, but they will not take anything with American like numbers. It's dumb. Anyways,
do y'all have running water down there?
No shit. So I'm going to play this video. Now it's 8 minutes long. I had to stop the video because I went off. I'm like, Kate, we're watching this on air because this nutsack makes a comment, and I was like, we're done. We're talking about this on air because sweet, merciful crap. So, all right, because this to me would be that, if the same comment was made by the Conservatives about liberals, it would have been all over the news. I just happened to stumble across this, and this is 22 days ago. So I want you to hear what he says about the carbon tax. This not this nutsack.
Minister Wilkinson, thanks very much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
You have, in some ways, these dual and dueling crises, and that is affordability and climate. And some people see them as one or the other, including 7 premiers who've now said they're opposed to the carbon tax hike on April 1st. In the face of that, How do you navigate going forward when so many leaders in the country are saying now is not the time to increase costs?
I guess I would say a couple things. I mean, firstly, they're both important issues. Obviously, affordability is critically important for people, particularly those who live on more modest incomes. But climate change is an existential threat to the future of the human race. It's not going away. And the longer we take to actually take action, the more dire the situation becomes for our children and our grandchildren. So you have to try to do both. You have to be smart about climate policy and do it in a way that actually addresses concerns around affordability. And I'm certainly happy to talk to any one of the premiers about the issues relating to affordability. But based on the facts, the 7 premiers are just wrong. At the end of the day, 8 out of 10 Canadian families get more money back from the rebate than they pay in the price. It works directly inverse to income. So it's those that are most vulnerable that actually get more money back. And the folks that actually pay more than they get back in a rebate are people who live in 6,000 square foot homes, drive a Hummer, and have a boat in their backyard. And you know what? They should pay more.
That's where I had to stop it.
Like Kid Rock, guys like that. Yeah.
Bong to the bong, the bang, the dang, diggy, diggy, simmer, digga, sinna, up, chuck to boogie. But high tax, and that is awesome. As much as everyone hates it, I like me some Kid Rock. So, anyways, this is where I had to stop the video because I was like, whoa. So, I'm going to process this in a hillbilly, non-educated way. You want, which rightfully so, whoever had, like, you know, spending a ton of money on these and burning a lot of carbon and making vehicles, yeah, they should pay. So that's probably the 1% of the population, right? So you mean also the same population that you give all the tax breaks to so that their companies can make more money and not have to put money back into society. Those are the same people you're talking about. That's how I see it. Maybe I'm out to lunch here, but that's how I see that. Like, Alex, do you own a Hummer? How about a big house? Last one. How about a boat? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. I used to own a tiny little boat that I would float in the bathtub when I was about 5 years old. Does that count?
Okay. Yeah. Now, that being said, I realize we got more of a conservative leaning audience right now. But you have to admit, was it Polyev had said something like that? If the conservative government had said something like that, it would have been everywhere. That is an ignorant and an outlandish comment, in my opinion. Like, that is ridiculous.
You know, Tex, Hummers of the kind you're referring to are good for the environment because they are a form of family planning. Therefore, less people in the world who are driving Hummers.
Mm-hmm. And less about putting it into your socks so you don't have to do more laundry. So that's more of a carbon footprint, I think. Now,
all of a sudden I'm reminded of Daniel Stern in Home Alone when he's trying to go up the stairs and he's losing his socks going all the way.
That is one of the most gnarly things to watch on TV when he steps on that fucking nail.
Yeah.
Oh, but, and I don't know if he said this already. We will not watch this whole thing because maybe we should just see what this moron says. But they said directly, like they get more money than directly. Well, okay, but that's the asinine question that they're answer that they're saying. Yeah, directly. Maybe my house uses less, but all the products and services that I need are all paying. So guess what? I'm still paying more carbon tax. I'm getting charged carbon tax when I go grocery shopping and whatnot. Like, it's just, that was an asinine statement. And again, I can't believe nobody else picked up on, well, I know why, because we know why. But,
and before you go, Tex, I have the entirely opposite experience girlfriend swallow. I don't have a wife, so I don't know if she spits or swallows, but again, good for the environment. This is one of the reasons why women should get more money back in taxes and therefore a bigger climate change rebate because of what you're talking about right now.
Okay, let's see what else this boob has to
Yes.
say.
because they pollute more.
Premier Moe in Saskatchewan has decided, of course, not to implement the carbon tax, not collecting the money. And as a result, you said no rebates going to go to the people of Saskatchewan. They're going to lose out on that money. What happens next for that province, which is essentially breaking your law?
Well, I think I've been pretty clear in comments that I've made. I mean, look, I grew up in Saskatchewan. I went to university in Saskatchewan. I worked for a former premier of Saskatchewan. My family lives in Saskatchewan. I know the province very well. I think it's enormously disappointing that an elected premier would knowingly break a law. I don't know how he expects that folks that live within his provincial boundaries will have respect for the laws that he passes through the legislature, given what he has done. So clearly, there have to be consequences. There's no way that you can simply allow people to willfully break the law, whatever laws they choose, and there are no consequences.
Unless your name's Trudeau and you're tied to a company called Lavalin, and we'll just kind of turn our heads and go, huh?
The investigation is still ongoing. We can't comment. No,
Yeah,
you
no.
don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, this I want to punch this guy in the face. So, speaking of Trudeau and going,
that is, yes, Ryan has a point. How do we fund critical infrastructure, roads being the prime example? Like,
yeah,
I like Bill Hicks's quote, we pay all these taxes so we can, or was it to do with alcohol tax? We paid this money so we can get fucked up and drive on these roads. I forget what the quote was exactly, but it was pretty good.
Okay, so this is from the Trail Times. So this is what actually started this whole conversation, honestly. So I'm going to share this. Alex sent this story. We're not going to, like, we'll give you the Reader's Digest version. I like doing Reader's Digest. Alex likes to give you the full details. But basically, so now the federal government, this is April 1st. This is also the day that the carbon tax went up by $20, like a ton. Okay. So the same day, the federal Liberals announced a $1 billion national food plan. Yeah, I got a truck too. So that being said, I am not opposed to these programs whatsoever. I am not. I like, if these kids are going to get help and whatnot, there's families who can't afford. Sure. How about you stop taking the tax dollar, raising a tax when people are struggling? It's like robbing Peter to pay Paul. Like, we're going to take this money from you, but it's okay because it's almost like you. I think people have heard this before. I think I've actually said this on the show. When it comes to government assistance, like welfare and whatnot, they should be getting. I think they should be getting like gift cards and stuff to like Walmart and food stores and stuff. So that's where it goes. So they can't buy cigarettes. They can't buy, stuff like that. Like it's meant for what it's supposed to be meant for, right? Not alcohol, not, So basically that's what they're doing now. They're saying, well, you know what? We're going to tax you. And we know that we're taxing you, but now we're going to do this $1 billion food plan so that then, we can make sure your children eat. I may be off base, but that's just kind of what I think.
Back in my day, the government didn't give me money to eat at school. I had to bring my own food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoplift it. I mean, no, don't do that.
No. Some people may be wondering, where's all this money going to come from for all these plans that the Liberals plan to fund in the very near future? Well, my friends, I have the answer. And this is kind of an open secret answer. The worldwide sex trade that's going on and has been going on for, 40, 50, 100, 200 years that we just can't seem to stop? Here in Canada, we are taking it a step further. Starting next year, people can volunteer for this, and you've got to be between the ages of 19 and 55. You have to be in good health. You have to be willing to travel. What we are going to do is have our citizens here in Canada volunteer to go all around the world, wherever the sex is needed, and volunteer for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, just as you would have a full-time job here in Canada. You would be unionized. Overtime would be optional. You would have access to health care. And the money that's generated from that, and it's probably going to be mostly demands near or in war-torn countries, all that money generated is going to go towards Trudeau's budget plan. So anyone who's wondering where we're going to get the money, that's where it's going to come from. You're welcome. And remember, this is voluntary. It's the adrenochrome. That should be a drop too.
All right. So there's that.
Yes, because the money's got to come from somewhere. I mean, you can only squeeze the populace, especially the middle and lower classes, so much while giving tax breaks to all the rich people who like to hide their money offshore. We got to have more realistic options here.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's just well,
because the people need the sex, so
yes.
someone's got to do it. It's not going away.
Dropping loads all over the country.
And this reminds me of a good movie I saw a few years ago, and I'll share it on the screen momentarily. It's called The Whistleblower from 2010, stars Rachel Weisz. It's about a drama based upon the experience of Catherine Bolkovac, a Nebraska cop who served as a peacekeeper in post-war Bosnia and outed the UN, the United Nations, for covering up a sex trafficking scandal. So we know that sex trafficking exists worldwide. Instead of trying to fight it or deny it, we're going to play into it and make some money out of it. Just like the CIA makes money out of drug money and laundering and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard that one before. Well, I don't even know where to go from here.
Yeah, that's the thing. And Ryan, Nick, and I were talking before we went live. Well, in the next upcoming election, the next election or the upcoming election, if we don't vote for Trudeau, who do we vote for? The NDP? I don't know. Pierre Poilievre? I don't think so. Who does that leave us with?
Yeah.
Hey, Van. Do you know what I mean? The unnamed fifth Power Ranger, hey? Yes, we are acknowledging that this happens, and we're turning it around to try and save our children's future. Yeah.
So that being said, I'm going to share a video. Now you tell me. I just got to load it up first because I think it was on the gram that I sent it to Alex. Hopefully it's not one of our moments of anything here. So this little crotch goblin bastard. I can't make it bigger. So, but I want you to watch it. So apparently this kid goes crazy because he wasn't allowed to have candy. Are we using this for anything?
No, go ahead.
All right. So I can't make it any bigger because it is on Instagram.
Giggity.
But I want you to watch this little bastard. That's a stranger's car. Now, I don't understand why the mother's not getting in there, or the father.
Yeah.
Now, you tell me that kid don't need a good SWAT. I'll argue with you all day. I will argue with you all day.
I think that speaks to more of addiction to candy than it does anything else. He's going through withdrawals right now. You gotta you got to help him out by giving him just a little bit of candy.
So more about dumb kids. Okay, this is more about dumb kids. I want you guys to read that. Now, I was like, there is no way that this is true. There's no way. This is all the way back, I guess, for 2012. I did not know this. I'd never heard of this before. Okay. But kids born between, where did I read this? So for younger people, the thumb up emoji is used to be really passive aggressive, says a 24-year-old Redditor wrote.
A 24-year-old Redditor, and all of a sudden, the entire generation.
So it's super weird if someone just sends you a thumbs up at another. So it's also have a weird time adjusting because my workplace is the same. Like, what?
Wait, read that again, please.
Okay, this is also another comment. It's super rude if someone just sends a thumbs up. So I also had a weird time adjusting because my workplace is the same. I don't even know what that means.
I don't get it.
Part of the issue is that young people tend to use the thumbs up in jest. Like,
Van, your passive aggressiveness does not work on me because I'm an old millennial.
Yeah. Yep. So that's a thing now. And I actually asked the kid, I'm like, dude, are you guys really offended by the thumbs up? And he's like, no. Like, what? Like, who the hell says that? I'm like, I don't know. You dumb kids apparently think it's mean or something. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? He's like, Dad, I don't know. Like, so. Then I had one more. I don't know if were you gonna use the other picture I sent to you? About what that woman said about laying off of like someone explained to me why it's always if you can't pay rent, buy fewer, this and that.
Oh, sure, show that one. Yeah.
And I wonder what your take is in this one. So I'll let you give your take first. So because you're always like you always break it down more than I do.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it as like, oh, it's kind of a good point, right? Like, and I believe that she's also in pointing at like an Elon Musk or like the Bilderbergs or like the guy that owned like Bezos, right? Like,
I would hope that's who she's talking to, because you can't heap that upon all employers, small businesses for
absolutely,
sure.
no, yeah, absolutely not. Yeah.
Yeah. And this accusation, this passive aggressive accusation of buy fewer lattes and avocado toasts. A lot of people in this day and age are not buying that, and they still have trouble paying their rent.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because the price of everything went up so goddamn much.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do, well, very little to do with spending habits, and more to do with hyper bloated snowball downhill rolling inflation that at this point is not stopping or even slowing down.
Well, and that's just it. So we went to Costco on Saturday. We didn't have to buy much, but laundry soap was on sale, so we bought some pods and a few little odds and ends, and it was still $120. Like, we didn't buy anything.
Now, did you do the right thing and mix in your Tide Pods with that really colorful Jello that they sell at Safeway? Because, man, it tastes so good when you have the two of them together.
Dude, I'm old school. I just chew on them.
Did you do the ice bucket challenge right after? So you could throw it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's so, again, and I've said this when we go to Costco, like it's a good chance when we go for like a big shop, it's a good $500 shop because we buy lots of meats, like, protein. I'm a meatitarian, so
yeah.
I like me meat.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, that is the thing. Like, don't buy anything like I don't buy anything different now than I did then. Actually, as a matter of fact, fuck you and your fucking mom, you hyperbole, whatever the fuck who we're talking to. I don't smoke anymore. And I don't drink. Very rarely do I. I still got booze from, when did I buy that? From September, that I'm still kind of chipping away at. Because I bought for a baseball tournament.
One moment, please.
Please do.
Now, Ryan makes a good point when he says they tell us to eat healthy, yet produce is almost unaffordable. That is exactly correct. Compare produce with McDonald's or a bag of chips, like Nick has talked about umpteen times before in the past. It is way cheaper to eat terribly rather than getting fresh produce. And I don't know what's considered healthy these days. Some tofu and some whiter meat as opposed to red meat, and some dates and figs.
Well, how much is a bag of pistachios? Pistachio. I know,
$5.
is that a smaller bag? I think the big ones are like 16. I feel like they're way more.
Oh, you said pistachios. I heard potatoes.
I'm saying being a smart saying pistachios, but
I
pistachios.
am a potato.
Well, see, our potatoes are cheap here because we have potato farms all around us. So our potatoes are never really that expensive. Yeah, they got a soccer team.
That isn't. Oh yeah, they got like 5.
I think so. Yeah.
That's a volleyball team.
Yeah, well, including themselves, so there's 7 of them, 7, including the parents. So yeah, that's a a bill and a half, man.
A 7-nation army will eat me out of house and home.
Dun, 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 dun. I will say that is a super fun song to play live.
Yeah.
That is a real. It's super simple, but everybody gets into it. So, yeah, and like we're half an hour. Like I try to explain that. Like sometimes we're like, oh, I gotta go, like, because I have a doctor's appointment. I have a CT scan on Friday, so I gotta go to Lethbridge, and then we're going to the batting cage, and then I'm going to Calgary on Saturday. But the Lethbridge trip's really nothing. It's a half an hour down the road, and it's highway.
Yeah.
So it's like I knew $120 there. Like it's not really that big of a deal, right? So,
Dad, I didn't do that all the time. Maybe every once in a while,
I
but
did that all the time.
that wasn't always the thing for me. Most of the time when I would go to the Turners, we'd be sitting in the basement eating chips and drinking pot. Maybe we'd go 4 or 5 people to a gigantic sub from Subway, and we'd watch wrestling or hockey or what have you. But it's not like we were being given truckloads of food.
I used to go to McNichols all the time and eat them out of house and home.
I remember Brad's parents invited me over a couple of times. That was pretty cool.
Harker?
Yeah.
Yeah, his mom and dad were pretty cool people.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Harker, yeah.
Yeah. I went to Costco, as a matter of fact, last week, and I don't know what the bill was, but it was in the good $300 to $400 range, and I bought less this time as opposed to the last time I was there. Way less.
So at the end of sorry, go ahead. Oh, go.
And to finish up on that point, if you go with someone who does not have a Costco card, therefore they do not have a membership, you cannot go through the self-checkout. Yes, Costco has self-checkouts. You have to go through the regular checkout aisle with the people who are the employees there, and you have to do a subtotal. I didn't know this. There are no signs for this. When I was there 3 months ago, I bought a whole lot, so that's why my bill was like $600 or something. And they, oh, you bought too much food. Next time, buy less. Next time, buy. Where's your sign? Is what I ask.
Yeah. That sounds like it'd be a good name to a villain in a fucking gay porn.
Tex's online name, and I know he was joking about this, was going to be Down Syndrome Jabba. So Van and Tex are going to do a show called Colon Exploder and Down Syndrome Jabba. The show.
The show.
Yeah.
Jabba. Thought that was Thurman's alias.
Let's make.
Let's make that one.
Well, we're waiting for Tex to write that script. He's got the ideas. He is the idea man. Stick around to the end of the show, Tex, if you can, because I got a movie recommendation for you specifically.
So this ties right in to what we were just talking about. At your local Barnes and Noble.
I was in a bookstore recently.
Mhm.
Jesus, had to be Saturday or Thursday, something like that. And yeah, it's pretty much the same as what a Kohl's used to be back in the day. But now they're selling more than just books. There's some cookware there. I didn't see any. Oh, I did see water bottles for sale. And definitely way more in the way of travel books.
So why were you in a bookstore?
Girlfriend and I were in the mall walking around, killing time before a movie. And I said, yeah, let's go into a bookstore. I haven't been in a bookstore for a while. So we did.
Oh yeah.
And there's that. And now I am reporting back the findings to you good people of the internet.
And what movie did you go see?
That will be discussed at the end of the show.
Well, fuck you.
What? Are you saying you're not going to be here for the end of the show?
I don't know if I'll be here for your recommendation. Oh wait, you expect me to be around, don't you?
I do.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll need to stick around then. Good.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, right? The internet's got some good ones, I will say.
There's only one girl who I would apply that to.
And I already
others
know
were
who
just
it is.
fine.
I already
Exactly.
know who it is.
Yeah.
And there's a good chance that the one I was dating at the same time, same thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Young and
Probably.
stupid.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were. And now we're old and stupid.
Yeah, that's what I like to tell people. I was young and stupid then. I'm older now. It's a more refined kind of stupid.
Yes. Yeah. Like, but it's kind of expected because I could say I've been hitting the head a lot. So, you know. Right. I actually got to spread some knowledge in the gym today. It's nice because like I was watching these kids and they're doing chest pull downs, right? You know, with the cables, and watching them go, and like the one kid's like going, "Cool." He looks like he's trying to fly, right? And then the other one had some better ones, but he's pulling and then going like it's. And then finally, I was like, "Okay." I actually said, "Young bloods, let you stop." I said, "Young blood, stop." And they both looked at me. I said, "Watch," because I was doing it too. I said, "Watch," and you know, I'm like, "You need," and I'm like, got my headphones on. I'm like, "You need to like pull and like you want to squeeze it when you're down here." Like, don't like I said, doing this is not, and like, and the thing is once you squeeze, it's back up slow. Like you got it slow. This is nothing, you know, like, good Lord. So I actually got to spread some gym knowledge. And haha, Van, that is not an Appetite for Destruction poster. That was from the tour. Me and Butt Blaster Brody went to the Guns N' Roses tour when they first got back together. And then we went to the Seattle show. So it is not an Appetite for Destruction poster. It is just the Guns N' Roses Not in This Lifetime world tour. So I do like the Lies album cover, though. Lies is a cool one. You remember Guns N' Roses Lies?
No, whenever I think of a Guns N' Roses cover, it's always their double album from 91.
Oh, Use Your Illusions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there an image? Images.
Burp.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I always liked just album covers. I used to like looking at my dad's album covers on like the records he had because they were so cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was just I liked album art back in the day.
Yeah, and similar to movie and VHS covers.
Hello, Jared Miller. Speaking of appetite,
Hey,
I
how you
remember
doing, Jared?
I remember his brother Jason, when we all lived in Widow's Row, had like the X-rated version, the original Appetite for Destruction poster in the basement. It's a pretty graphic poster, and it was the original poster that they wanted to use for the album cover. So, do you remember that, Jared? I remember your brother had that in the basement. I remember that. Well, either Kevin or Jason. I don't know which one was in the basement, but I remember there being that poster downstairs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I did not tell a lie. I do remember that happening.
See, just out of nowhere, someone will show up and it'll just
Jason.
blow my mind.
I know,
you
right?
know?
Like when
It's
Sheena showed up
Jared.
last week. I mean, we've seen Sheena before, but it's been a little while. And all of a sudden, poof, there she is, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's good seeing you, Jared. I'm glad everything's going. I hope Mackenzie's doing good. Ish.
Yeah. Hope you're doing all right out there.
Yes, sir.
Not great times at this point for a lot of people, but we hope you are still smiling and cracking a joke every once in a while.
And we do talk glowingly about Mackenzie. Yeah. I bet
Yeah,
it has been.
even though I haven't lived in Mackenzie in over 20 years, I don't talk trash about it and say, oh, I always hated it. No, I revere my time in Mackenzie. I miss that place. Many of the people I miss, and they're mostly gone now. I have my gripes, but everyone does. Wow.
Good Lord. I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that, Jared. Wow.
But he's still fighting the New World Order.
Right. Yeah, the Mackenzieites just come out and pop up every once in a while, and it's like, holy cow, right?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, Jared, maybe Alex remembers. There's an episode when I was in Mackenzie, and I drove around and showing Alex like what it looked like now, like his old house down by your parents' place there, and like down to Morphe Lake and the whole 9 yards. So I mean, I hold Mackenzie's memories in deep regard. I loved growing up there. I loved my friends, including you're one of them. I loved growing up there, and I hate what it's become. I hate it.
Yeah, like a shell of its former self.
And that's the sad thing, is that anyone that moves to Mackenzie now and whatnot, they have no idea. They have no idea how awesome that town was back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did they take that swing down? And if so, when?
Tree fell over.
Oh,
that someone tried to blame on me.
Gee, I wonder why they would do that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Hey, speaking of, I'm going to segue into something that I found on the internets when I was looking for something else. So when I was coming up with the description, that's still the rumor to this day. Wow, rumors in Mackenzie. I'm so shocked.
Yeah. And it was not me.
100,000, hey?
And if I remember correctly, it was one of the Wyatt, not Dave Wyatt, the other Wyatt that was spreading that.
And we must say hello to Frank in the new way that we know how, which is this. Yeah.
That's awesome that people still talk about me. Yeah, I have no idea either. I wasn't there when it happened. So, not that the guy's, in a pretty good little cover band or nothing and has this awesome YouTube show. Talk about a rumor where the fat guy broke the fucking swing, apparently, like 20 some years ago.
I was always, in awe of how rumors started in Mackenzie and why they perpetuated the way they did. Like, case in point, why did people say it was you? What was their evidence? Who was there? Did anyone do any forensic investigating? No, it's all just, I heard this. I think that happened. Therefore, it's true. Come on, man.
I won't dox names. So I'll dox the name when we get off air. Okay. And we'll talk, because you'll get a kick out of this. So I walked a friend home after the bar. That's legitimately what happened. And then she invited me in. And nothing it was literally, we had a coffee and we watched, there was a program about sharks. I remember watching that. And she had a roommate at the time. And by the time I got up to Max the next day at 1:00, apparently me and this woman had cordial relationships. I'm like, no,
Oh,
we had a
yeah.
coffee. I think I had, you say, oh yeah, but when you find out who it was, and I walked home, but that was just the way Mackenzie was. And I knew it was going to happen. And hey, Jared, if Jared is still here, I would be the first one to be like, yeah, I broke that motherfucker. At this point, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd be like, yeah, it was me. It wasn't me. Like Shaggy said, it was not me. I'd be the first guy, but yeah, it was me. Totally was me. So,
All right.
yeah, go ahead.
So I'd be proud of that. Some of the rumors, I wouldn't be proud.
I'd be proud of, like, oh, did I break the swing? Yeah, well, it was an old tree, lots of swing, and I broke it. Yeah, I didn't. So, anyways.
So piggybacking off of that, again, I was coming up with the description last night for today's show. And of course, my mind went to the yet unproven to this day Albert Einstein quote about the universe and human stupidity. I'm not sure about the latter. And then I found this quote on a website. So Kate Smith said, apparently, it became obvious in 1957 that I was endangering my health by carrying so much weight. But Alex, who is Kate Smith? Good question. Thank you for asking. Kate Smith.
Oh, this fat bitch. Okay.
Yeah. American contralto type of classical female singing voice, which is the lowest female. Nice. The first lady of radio. So she had quite the career. She started when she was 19. Yeah, started in 1926, had a 50-year career, died 10 years after that. I looked for any veracity for this quote, couldn't find any sources. So I'm going to say she didn't say that. Now, if she did say that, great. But, in this day and age, not only would she have to be canceled, but people would say, no, she didn't know what she was talking about. She was probably brainwashed by the patriarchy and blah, 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 blah. And speaking of her quote, it's being sold on Amazon as a fridge magnet. Yeah. I already bought one for Nick, and I'm going to send it to him next week.
Okay.
I'm kidding. And so the quote, the page that I got the quote from, I went, what?
Just the way you rolled into that. Keep going. You're fine. Just go.
I went to the About Us section.
About Us?
Yeah. We use artificial intelligence where it works best. McGurd. So
You do?
this big old screed, this may have been AI. And I had already come up with the description and then read this. And I thought, oh, that plays just perfectly into the description for the show and why we do what we do.
Oh, that's wow.
Ugh.
Well, yeah, wow, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, sorry. I don't want to say it's one of Alex's exes, so, but we'll talk about that after.
Yeah. Ladies, yeah, I modified that or until Nick is hungry, and that's when the show ends.
Yeah, usually. Yeah.
And
or I gotta poop. Sometimes you just gotta shit too, so
Ooh, AI porn. No.
Would you get a girlfriend already? And you're looking at AI porn. Oh Lord.
I've seen thumbnails of CG porn, and no, there are actual people out there who are willing to do what you have programmed these CG models to do. Stop taking away jobs from people who want to degrade themselves.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great punk rock band name. Inbred
Featuring Down syndrome Jabba as the opener.
and Thurman.
And guess who's here? Welcome, Casey.
Oh, look at
And
that.
we would like to say to you,
Have you seen my wiener?
Did you really get that'd be pretty cool if you got dude wipes. If you in fact did, that'd be pretty sweet.
right now on Casey's channel, he is reviewing the European Nintendo, which is a strange looking machine, but you know, you got to cover that little niche since you are the gaming guy, Casey. Good for you.
It is weird. Yeah, it's a weird one. But that's cool. Is Casey's doing that right now?
He's put out a few videos over the past few weeks. And
Oh, okay.
because Casey is here, I would like to say on behalf of everyone here, Casey, we are sorry that we missed your birthday. This year it was on Saturday, March 16th. So happy 55th birthday, Casey. All the best to you, good sir.
He's really 55 years old.
He looks 55, doesn't he?
Yeah, I can get behind that. I can get behind that. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah, knew you'd get a kick out of that, Casey.
Okay, so do you have some stories we'd like to rip through? Do you have anything?
Oh, I got a video for you.
Okay. I'm always down with videos.
Going on 56 next year. At least he's playing into it. That's great. You can barely remember 55. Wow.
You're setting him up for some naughty shit. You bought
I know.
yourself.
It'd be 55 is the number of degrees in Fahrenheit that when the sun bounces off Casey's bald forehead onto an egg, it cooks at that temperature. Yeah. I don't even know if 55 Fahrenheit is that hot because I'm in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see the weight of those groupies. Like I said, I have a video. And this has happened across the pond. I'm sad that Ginger is not here right now, but I'm sure she will be watching in the post era. And here we go.
Gate at the moment. And stand by. It's just past Roland's farm.
So I'm going to mute it in case that music is copyrighted. This is happening in the UK. Now, why are they going after this guy? Because that guy, the guy on the motorbike, was caught regularly speeding in Sussex. So they set up a sting operation to get him. Yeah. All that time and resources to get one guy. And he hid his registration. Oh my God. And they had a helicopter too.
So, all right. Okay. It's not like he's hiding. Like he's wearing a reflective, like, oh, wow. Okay, sorry, continue. This is ridiculous. Kind of seems overkill to nail a guy who's speeding. I'm just throwing that out there.
Maybe, but if it gets one stupid driver or motorbikist or cyclist off the road, I'm all for it. I say bring in more police state tactics. If someone goes even 2 kilometers over the limit, you get shot in the face.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of aggressive, but all right.
Yeah, well, we've got almost 8 billion people in the world. What do you want, man? More people means more bad drivers. Don't you know? And we got to fight the climate change.
I was just going to say, how are we going to get carbon tax for people if they're dead?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yes.
Yes.
That is the first time I heard Figaro.
Yeah, really?
Yes.
Yeah. That and then is that no, this isn't the one that has kill the wabbit. Kill the wabbit. There's two of them that remind me of that. Yeah. Yeah, that. Holy shit. Holy sh- Oh, I'm gonna share with the class, don't worry. Just as my mom shows up or something, watch.
What the Okay, show's over. We're done. Nope. I already clicked on the "this is not for kids" thing when I was setting up the show, but this show is now not for anyone.
And guess what? The one person I was watching on my Facebook left. Probably was my mom. She's praying for my soul now. Oh.
You want to know who it was, Tex? You want to know? This is who it was. The globalists.
The pop-up of thing gets me every time. Burp. Putting Casey's face on that meme.
When is that t-shirt going to be sold, Frank? Yeah, that's... Was it around 2007 that methane, which comes from cow farts, we're going to blame that on Casey. We're going to say Casey's farts are similar to cow farts in the amount of methane they pump into the atmosphere.
There's a good chance that there is. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Ooh, I had an interesting story I wanted to share. Give me a minute to bring that up.
Okay, you should bring that up.
Because you yourself were a man of the road, and I don't mean that in a perverse way, although you could take it that way.
Yeah, you could. All right. All right. And thank you, Wade, for the like. Miss your face. Love you. Hope you and Silver Fox are doing great.
Yes, thank you, Wade. What do I do? Jesus, we're up to 12 people. 2 on your Facebook. I predict in the next 30 seconds, both of them will be gone.
Okay, you're taking too long, so I'm taking over before Frankie leaves. I'm going Nightmare because it's the first one.
I watched the first one not too long ago. I'll keep the Scream.
You keep Scream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, text, pick one. Frank, anyone else? Movies. So.
Which to keep. Yep.
Yeah. I'm the warmest streetwalker because it's fucking cold up here. That's for sure. Scream, really, man. I guess I'm. Oh, okay. There's thanks, Van. Wow, we're outvoted. Did.
All right. So Nick was a trucker back in his day.
Yes.
And this is going to be a thing, or actually it is already a thing. So speed limiting devices should be required in BC. In commercial vehicles. Now, this came into effect on, I think it was April 5th. Yes, April 5th. Now, these are for vehicles that are more than 11,793 kilograms. That's gross vehicle weight rating. Maximum speed of 105 kilometers per hour. What do you think of that?
Full disclosure, I don't think a lot of vehicles should be much more than the speed limit it is. Now, the speed limit in BC is 100 kilometers an hour.
Most places, yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. I actually don't. As long as it's not like Oregon is 55, I think, for trucks. It's like, so I'm really not opposed to that, to be honest. So I thought it was going to be like 90 or 95 or something stupid like that. So
are there instances, and asking you to remember back to those days where it was not only maybe convenient, but it was necessary to go beyond the speed limit.
No. I don't believe so. You don't want to speed in your truck anyways, because the gas mileage, right? So you don't want to be doing 120 in a fully loaded semi as it is.
Yeah, because of all that momentum. If you have to
Yeah,
hit the brakes
'cause you gotta
suddenly,
stop. Yeah.
you're gonna burn out the brake pads.
Yeah.
Dad's got a point too. Too many idiots behind the wheel. This is why we can't have nice things. And a side note to that, the driver who killed the hockey
Humboldt.
team
Yeah, the
from
Humboldt.
Humboldt, he is going. He's going to be sent back pretty soon.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. That's a cool little anecdote. Is that in your state,
seen that.
Casey?
I've seen the videos from that. Oh yeah, it's really low, and I've seen like tons of them, Nick. Yeah, like in case you missed that, up above, Wade said that his company fines for like they monitor, they GPS your speed, and they fine you. So
Won't do tourist. That's a decent point, Frank. We haven't gotten to the point yet where smoking is banned and you can't eat bad food. You know, like in Demolition Man, where they had the perfect society because all these things were restricted. But it might get that way. You never know. But we got the weed, man.
but I'm gonna say they have done it with smoking, in a way, because you can't buy menthol cigarettes anymore. You can't buy flavored cigars anymore. Which just blows my mind. So I can't have a prime time anymore, a flavored cigar, or a Colt, because it might make kids smoke. But meanwhile, little baby junior son of a bitch can get bubblegum flavored vape juice. Figure that out, right? Now, also being said, your guys' fucking highways suck. Compared to our highways, they suck. Because I'm used to 4-lane like the rest of the world. So when you get on your little bumfuck 2-lane highways, and with some of the shit drivers you have, especially around that Richmond and Surrey area, that you send out here in their fucking commercial vehicles, they should only be going 100. When they got one of their sandals up on the fucking side of the dash while they're driving, because their feet are up here like this. I've seen that too. The guys got their foot up by the steering wheel while they're driving. Ugh.
And unfortunately, I think she's gone now. But thank you very much, Beverly, again, for liking
Thanks,
us on
Beverly.
Facebook. I think she has only missed liking us once.
I think so.
In the past 2 months. So thank you so much.
Speaking of which, Bruce, I don't know if it was you. I know Darren out at C-Mill smoked Export A greens, but I saw an old Export A green pack, and it was old. It was like, I think it might have been like it had to be from the 70s, and it said Export A smooth, and I'm like, there is not one fucking part of those cigarettes that were smooth. Those things were brutal.
Jesus, you've been to Toronto? I imagine you've been through there a time or two. No.
I've been to London and just outside. I've not been into Toronto.
Wow. I've not been that far east.
No. Hi, Sarah May.
Hello, Sarah. These automated. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the best parts of the movies, when the Sylvester Stallone's just swearing to get the things to wipe his butt because he doesn't know how to use the 3 shells.
He doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells.
Yeah, Frank just said it. Yeah. Like, so now the question honestly is, like, I've never really examined. Maybe we need to examine the 3 shells. Like, do you run these shells on your butthole to clean the poop out of your bum?
I'm thinking that the 3 seashells were controls for something in the toilet. You know, like a bidet. But
maybe
the bidet was built into the toilet because they're in the future. So maybe there was a wash, a rinse, and a dry option, which each of the shells represent, is what I'm thinking.
Okay, so I'm just reading here. The 3 seashells are a mysterious set of she cells which replaced toilet paper in 1993 science fiction action movie The Demolition Man. The concept of the 3 seashells was created by screenwriter Daniel Waters and has since become a popular meme and part of pop culture history. There are no explanations in the movie as to how these shells are used, leading to many fan theories attempting to explain them. So you think that they're different levels of bidet? I'm going with Ryan on the scoop. I think it's a scoop. I think it's the scoop to poop, and then like you just and then because you think about it, if everyone's eating Taco Bell all the time, you're just scraping liquid anyways. So, but then maybe the bidet thing is a good idea. Now you think about it, because Taco Bell's the only restaurant left. No one's having a solid shit. There's not one solid shit in that universe,
Yes.
right? Maybe the guys that eat the rat burgers, but there's no solid shit.
It's a rye burger. It's the best rye burger I ever had.
Yeah. Like, do you see any cows? What is this made of? A rat. Oh, rat.
And
Okay,
not to
mom was
dox.
export A. Okay.
Yeah, mom did play. No. Mom did players. Dad did export A. I remember that very
Oh, it just
clearly.
says, no, dad just says mom did export A, he did players.
Dad, this is one of the signs of dementia. I'm calling it now. Mom did players and dad did export A. And for everyone out there who's watching, that is not their passwords. All right. Just so we all know.
That's their safe words. Sorry, Alex. Well, no, maybe they got squeegees on them. Did we notice the shells had squeegees?
No, they were just shells.
They were just shells. So there's no squeegees to squeegee the liquid poo. Okay. Well, I guess maybe if you had a small enough shell and your anus was loose enough, maybe you did scoop the poop if you couldn't get all the poop out.
Yeah, maybe you took a shell off of the counter and you used it as a scoop. What?
Yes.
What are you
maybe.
talking about, Ben?
Well,
No,
maybe. Well,
it's the future.
Yeah. Now I'm confused. Man, this is a bigger mystery than the end of The Sopranos.
Who killed JR? Fuck that. What are the 3 seashells all about?
See, so someone actually has the Demolition Man 3 seashells debate.
3 seashells.
Okay, yeah, now that I'm looking at the images, yeah, there is no... They're on the wall and they're all the same size.
No.
So,
don't say that, Dad.
That's a mystery. Shells are home.
Okay, hold on. Van, this is the second time. I was letting you go the first time, but you're getting it now. Reason being, Harambe is spelled like that. And I know because I was there.
Maybe there's a different Harambe. I don't know.
It's related to Robert Shermer murder, man.
Oh, look at those jerseys. They're sick. Damn it. Okay.
Not if you used them, Casey.
Ew, God.
Ew. No, you have to put them in the incinerator and then send out the low-paying people to go mine more shells.
Yes.
I become a regular on the show.
Yeah.
Well, give it another 100-something episodes and you'll be on the level of Ryan. Maybe. And we haven't even given him a t-shirt yet.
Yeah. God, who the fuck would wear that? I don't even think his kids would wear it.
You know what we're going to do since Frank is not here? We're going to buy some of Frank's t-shirts. We're going to put Alex and the Garbage Men on it and resell them. Yeah.
We'll just put tape over them and be like, ha, look what we did for you, infidel.
Duct tape and black felt marker.
Just the most tackiest, god-awful crap. I got to share them sharing something with friends. It's pretty cool.
Brought to you by Karl's Jr.
No, I've never been.
Me neither.
Never been, but I heard it's expensive. As long as you keep my...
Joint venture, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, we don't give a shit. Well, we should we announce the show thing while everybody's here?
Yeah.
So just so Frankie knows, we're not trying to split the audience, but my softball season starts on April 29th, which is a Monday. And I don't know if Frank had known this, but we are going to be moving our show to Thursdays till at least August. Sucks. It's the only day we can make it work. We really didn't want to. So we're going to lose Van. Well, Van will probably bounce back and forth, but we'll lose Tex, which sucks. But I will always have their show running, and I'll just be throwing barbs. And I might even like share screen and do some weird vortex with Jeremy and everybody on the screen, and it'll be like Inception, but not. So yeah, starting. So we'll have 2 more weeks regular scheduled programming, and then it'll be switching to Thursdays till August.
Yeah.
So it sucks, but it is what it is. They moved softball on me, so that sucks.
Joking out. Yeah, he's all ours.
Wow, talk about a gag gift. Good Lord.
So yes, Monday, April 22nd, that'll be our last Monday show for a while. Then we're going to take a mini vacation and come back on Thursday, May 2nd. Nice.
Mini vacation.
Collaboration, you say?
Yeah.
I'm thinking more of a troll-infested run-in in the chat.
It's just going to be ridiculous. We're never going to get anything done.
Were we getting anything done in the first place?
Yeah, like, no, not really. But then, like, poor Jeremy's going to be like, what the fuck did I just get stuck in? I have 4 bald morons pulling me this way, and I have no idea even what the fuck is going on. Hey, where's Lady Cora?
Frank and Tex would know, but I think she's still running back and forth between her old and her new place.
As long as she's okay, just I haven't even seen her on the boys show. I don't stick around much because I'm not a big movie guy, right? So when they do talk about movies, I kind of get lost a little bit on some of them. The ones that I know, I usually stick around. So, but yeah, so I always pop in to at least say like Thurman sucks or, you know, love you guys or whatever. But yeah, so that's why I usually don't stick around a lot. So,
and speaking of the harsh truth, tomorrow night, which is Tuesday, April the 9th at, I think, 5:15 p.m. Pacific time. So that's, I think, 7:15 Frank's time. They're reviewing from 1985, Real Genius with Val Kilmer. Man, what a great movie.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Never seen it.
Good movie. Really good movie. Never heard about it until I saw it 3 years ago. I was like, I was looking at Val Kilmer's IMDb and Real Genius. I've never heard of that. So I watched it. It's like, yeah, it's freaking great.
What's your favorite Kilmer movie? If you had to think, you know, like, man, I was, you know, yeah, like, is there a Kilmer movie? Are you gonna just do the cliche, say Doors? Be like, you know.
Oh, he was so perfect for that. But if we're talking where Kilmer was the lead, I would like to say The Saint, but I haven't seen that since it came out.
Me neither.
96.
So, if I'm going off, like, what is the memory they like? I guess core memory, because I had such good memories of it. Is his Batman? I loved his Batman. And I think it was just because I was, you know, like what, 16, 17 at that time. And I remember the cups from McDonald's and the soundtrack with U2 and Seal. So hi, Sue. So I love that movie. Well, is Kilmer the lead in Tombstone?
He is not. It was a, you know, more of a ensemble film, but it was a great role for him.
Yes,
and
it was.
Harsh Truth reviewed Tombstone last week on the Harsh Truth, so check that out. Ooh, Critters.
Oh,
do it.
I would have to watch. I got to find it and watch it again.
Do it.
So you got to give me a date so I can make sure to watch it, and I'll see it. Make sure I can find it. So Critters, yeah. I thought he was a great Bruce Wayne.
You know, and I think Sue can speak to this. I watched the Batman Forever trailer a few weeks ago, and I watched it on repeat because there's something about a trailer that builds up the momentum and just gets you excited for the movie. And with the official trailer release for Batman Forever, I think it's like the hour 50 something, pardon me, the minute 49-minute mark or something like that. Yeah, it's a trailer that's the length of a movie.
Good
No,
Lord.
the music builds up so good, and it got me excited to watch that movie again. And maybe one day I will. And I would like to say thank you to Alma for liking us on Facebook. Me gusta.
So we're busy. I don't know if you're still here, Cap, but we're busy this weekend. The Irishman's still in Dublin. So hopefully Sunday we'll get together for some G's-ing. Is it? Well, I don't know. We don't have Tubi. We have. I can look for out the. I'll write that down.
You have the interwebs. You can watch it on Tubi for free.
I know.
And
can I recommend a trailer to watch that builds it up?
yes,
I almost want you to. I think I want to watch it with you after to see your reaction. Did you ever see The Punisher, the series on Netflix?
no.
The second, I get goosebumps thinking about it. The second season trailer, the build, and they use Wood by Alice in Chains. But they cut. I get goosebumps just thinking. It's done, and that's that build. It's just a build and a build, and then it's yeah, that's one of my. If you're gonna go trailers, that's one of my favorite. I watch that trailer all the time. I'll be like on a bike in the gym and watch that trailer. It is an amazing. Anyways, trailer. So that was a hot take by Vance. Or Van. I was like, what?
When you can sit in a chair and have an entire fight scene, you know you've made it. That's what Steven Seagal did.
So I'm gonna go right now and see if I can find.
Tex is a whore for Tubi. He is just the biggest wide open sloot for Tubi. He pimps Tubi a lot.
So you can I can rent or buy it for sure. There's Critters too. Hey, holy shit! No, is Tim Curry in Critters 2? Because that dude looks strikingly like Tim Curry.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
And Sue, just so you know, Mr. Trailer Boys, that's the late great Don LaFontaine. He unfortunately died in 2008.
Okay, Critters. Yeah, it is on. I love Critters. Okay, yeah.
No, it wasn't. You were serious. No,
yeah.
No. Wrong. Tubi is my main hoe. Yeah. Yeah, I got a side hoe for you. It's called Plex. Plex.
How about Flex?
No.
Hey, there was this kid in the gym. So another couple of kids, and the one kid was pretty ripped. So I just thought of Flex. That's not meth. And then I watched this. You could see that one kid was new, and he's in the gym. And I was doing lat pull downs, and I clicked, and he's in the bathroom. His buddy goes, "What are you doing?" You can see him. He's like doing this in the mirror, right? Like he's flexing. And he comes out, and I said, "Hey," I was like, "Let's see." And I flexed right in the gym, and he flexed too. I'm like, "Dude, just flex out here, man. Everybody does it. Don't be fucking shy." It's like, show. And then he started flex. Like, don't be shy. Everybody does it. Flex, man. Like, sit there. You see guys always posing and doing their fucking do it, man. It's awesome.
Sue, Tubi is your shape, but Tex is our shape.
The shape from Texas. Yes, he is. Yeah.
Shout out to all the people watching us right now. 10 on YouTube, 2 on Nick's Facebook, 1 on mine.
1 on yours.
Yeah. And I think I know who it is.
Quick shout out to, I couldn't go see. So a local football player named Tyson Harker, I've watched this kid grow up playing football, and he is committed to Guelph University, and he's going there in the fall. Hell of a football player, great kid, and I couldn't be prouder. I actually got a random text from him, and he wanted me to be there because I've been there. I was the announcer for the football team till he hit high school, and then plus music, and then I've continued doing music for the high school kids. And yeah, it's a pretty proud moment. This kid is a hell of an athlete. His parents are great. And congratulations, Ty Guy. I'm very proud of you.
Excellent.
So, yeah. Oh, I love Facebook. I love the internet. This is the stuff that we need more on the internet. The internet's awesome.
No, now that you've said White Horse, Tex is going to bring up Halloween 2. Rob's on, and he's going to go on and on and on.
About the worst movie ever of the Halloween series. Yeah.
Oh, Tex, you hear them fighting words?
I know, I'm just getting them going. But I hate no, I have no problem saying it. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it at all. Nah, moose balls, actually. Thanks. Fuck you, Tex. Huh? Huh? When the opposite team scores, you guys just shoot the person or what? Asshole.
We
eat the beef.
We eat beaver glazed in maple syrup, and then we have a big old toke on the reefer afterwards.
Now, that being said, he said, no, I said it. He didn't. I will say this, though. The first Rob Zombie Halloween is it's probably my favorite Halloween, followed by the original. Close behind it. But I liked watching the evolution of Michael. I loved watching it. Funny, I had the same question asked to me, and I wasn't very flattered about the question. So, to each their own, I guess.
Yeah, but Sue, that question was asked of you more than 3 years ago. See, a guy remembers. You know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah. Oh,
Pixar didn't happen, so no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, exactly. Picks didn't happen. That's we've only said that once. I don't even know if we asked for a pick, but she just sent to prove that it happened.
Huh?
Red.
Did she?
Yes,
oh,
remember?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I don't think this is even a contest. I love both movies, but Goonies wins every time.
Goonies wins. Yep, hands down.
Like I love The Sandlot. I love The Sandlot, but that's not even fair.
Yeah.
That's not even. I would be hard pressed to think of a movie from my youth that I would even stand a chance against Goonies. Really, like
Goonies is on a whole other level of awesome.
Yeah, like Goonies is. Go ahead.
Even Tex.
Yeah,
even
Goonies
Tex says Goonies.
Goonies is one of those movies that when you're flicking through TV and you're like, "Oh, Goonies is on." Well, there goes 2 hours of my life because I'm not going anywhere. Or I'm that guy now goes, well, I'll just turn this on whatever streamer it's on so I don't got to watch the commercials because I'm watching it. So.
And is Van trolling? 1 for yes in the chat, 2 for no. Is it oppositional defiance or is this his actual opinion?
Is he being the new Brody?
Speaking of Brody, where's he at these days?
You wake up at 3 a.m. and that's at the edge of the bed. What do you say? My first line was, honey, why is your sister in our house?
Oh, no. No.
Tex is going to say, like, well, see, so you're down there. Might as well get busy, and... Well, that's just it, Tex. Sandlot is, like, right... I'd be hard-pressed to think of another movie... No, Seagal and Van Damme.
No, I think Steven Seagal in the Goonies, he would have to take over the role that Robert Davi did, but then you wouldn't have the great opera singing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Sloth. I'm making my heel turn tonight, boys.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah. But here's the cat parrot. Thank you.
Nothing wrong with more boobs and murder. I mean, that makes every movie great. Even something like Indecent Proposal would have been great with more boobs and murder.
How about just like one tiggle bitty? You know what I mean? Like, come on. It's not really that much to ask for. Is it one tiggle bitty? Just one?
If you really need just one, you draw a nipple on a gut. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay, do you have any more videos that you like to
Aside from our usual segments, no.
well,
But
why
I
don't we
did
rip the segment? Okay, go ahead. No, go. Whatever you want to talk about. I have nowhere to be, so and I'm not
I
hungry.
did have a question for you.
Okay.
So people who like the band Trainwreck, they are known as Trainwreckers. People who like the actor Benedict Cumberbatch are known as the Cumber Collective. So people who like the band Another Simple Solution are known as...
Assholes.
Thank you. I figured as much.
Yeah, assholes. Yeah. Yeah. Assholes. All day. Yeah, we
Hey,
could have
man.
got one. Just one.
Boobs are boobs.
Yeah,
Come on.
dude. Like titties are titties. Tiggle bitties or tiggle bitties. Right?
Hello, Corey. How are you? It's been a while.
Hello, Mr. Turner. Yeah, it's definitely assholes. Yeah. You want to be an asshole. Yeah. So
How you doing out there on the East Coast? Catching the crabs? Giggity.
hey, question.
Yeah.
I just saw ketchup, so just random question. Heinz or French's ketchup?
Heinz.
Me too. Now, when it comes to mustard, Heinz needs to fuck off with their mustard. It's horrible. Let French's do the mustard. I don't like Heinz's mushrooms. I don't like it at all. Tastes weird to me. Or mustard, marshmallow, mustard.
He's still here, Wade.
Heinz, I love it. Oh, I love it. Well, and the thing is I think if everybody could sit here and say that they're assholes, like you gotta be able to admit that shit. Own it. Right? Just own it.
And I don't think Wade has ever gotten one of these, so here you go, Wade.
You gotta have a little bit of sugar. There is actually a Heinz sugar free. Keep up, Sue.
Mustard. Ooh, mustard pickle. I haven't had those in years.
No, me neither. Yeah, no mustard pickles. I don't.
I don't buy mustard anymore, but I've had it a few times, and it's pretty. I don't want to say bitter, and I can't say sweet, but every time I taste it, it gives me a reaction because it's way too strong for me now.
I don't. I know you don't eat Subway, but Subway has a smoky honey mustard. It is delicious. I find it amazing.
Wasn't there at one point a garlic mustard? Maybe
That
there
I'm
still
not
is.
aware of. I'm not aware of. No.
I've heard Whataburger is pretty good.
I had Whataburger once, and it's good. It's quite good. I can't even lie. You've never heard of that, Van? I've heard of people dipping their fries in mayo.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. Horse
I've heard of
radish.
horse.
Yes, I've
heard of that. Looks, sounds pretty good. What kind of mayo do you have down there, Frank? Because some of the mayo we have up here, Hellman's is one. Miracle Whip is a type of mayo. It's a really sweet mayo, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Dijon.
Not a fan. Nah, he spelled it wrong. Yeah, I know he spelled it wrong.
You know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, sorry, Corey.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
It is a German thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
German, yeah. I do like a nice ketchup. I like a good gravy though too. Gravy and fries. Not a poutine, but just like it was like a nice gravy with some fries. That's pretty good.
I'm going to Seattle this year, so hopefully there's a Whataburger there and I can, plunder it.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for one. Brody really wanted to go to a Sonic because I quite enjoyed Sonic, but the closest Sonic was way too far away.
They aren't the greatest. Oh, come on. You're bringing that up still. Come on. Nice. I like that.
Fair enough.
Oh, it's only Texas. Yeah, because Antifa wouldn't allow something like that to exist in the Pacific Northwest.
America! No one, not even get a fuck, yeah.
Savage 21, hey?
They're not closer, say Toronto, New York, maybe. Just throwing that out there. It's like not a little okay, you know. All right.
You're slowly making me accept it, slowly but surely. Your girlfriend, you say? Do you mean, where is it? Your mop man?
'Cause if you were my girlfriend, I'd treat you good. Ooh, interesting. Now, here another one. I like these keep randomly popping up with all the movie people here today. One's got to go. One can stay.
Ooh, I'm going to keep Big Trouble in Little China.
I think I am too. I love Willow, but I think I'm keeping Big Trouble. Yeah. I love me Willow. Heel van. Sounds like a shitty skate shoe. Yeah. I think Tokyo wins that one. Or China wins that. Yeah. Yeah.
There could be a heel.
Yeah, In-N-Out
Alex.
burger. See, Van, I'll agree. The In-N-Out burger's fucking delicious. Yeah, In-N-Out's really good, and not just because their name is named after sex. It's a really good burger.
Can you get the giggity sauce to go?
Oh, right. Oh, see what else this guy has up here. That I would give a shit to share with anybody. Oh, this one to me again. This is one of those ones that's not even a contest. This is not even a contest. Batman Begins, like all day. Like
Oh yeah.
Like it's not. That's not even. I don't think there's a Spider-Man that you could. I don't think there's many other superhero movies you could put up against Batman Begins. Like honestly, Way and Frank, Tex. What's a superhero movie that's even like maybe an Avengers, but a one-off, like not a one-off, but just a single character? Maybe Captain America, because I really like Captain America and the Winter Soldier one too. So
then again, I really liked Spider-Man No Way Home. I really liked it. It was a good, solid movie.
But I still don't think that's wow, Tig. Wow. Wow, I wouldn't have. Wow.
Anyone who listens to The Harsh Truth regularly knows that this is a tired old Fox News talking point from Tex. And yes, I listened to the DCEU retrospective recently, so it's fresh in my mind.
So now I'm interested. There's only one guy's okay. I'll do one more and then we'll move on here. So I'm going Men in Tights. I
Hot Shots.
Really? Oh, really? I can't. Men in Tights. It's just, man, Van is really going hard into the heel stuff tonight. And it would have been a little better if you had said Green Lantern, Van.
Oh, missed opportunity.
Yeah, you missed it. You missed it, Van. It should have been Green Lantern or Ben Affleck's Daredevil, because that was pretty wretched too. Yeah. Hot Shots. Wow, I'm the only one. I figured Reverend's going Hot Shots. See, yeah, and I'm a Men in Tights. I still quote it. Anytime anyone sneezes, I go, "A Jew here?" Yeah, I knew Ryan. I knew Ryan's. I knew, yeah. Without a doubt, I knew Ryan's. So, hey, I didn't say, "Hey, Blinken." I said, "Hey, Blinken." Excuse me, bad guys. I'm out of air.
Oh yes, with I can't remember her name, but man, she was smoking back in the day. Yeah, he didn't even do a scene lampooning it in Daredevil.
He did.
That's how much he forgot.
I hope everybody was safe today and had their eclipse glasses on.
Oh yeah, because I saw that on the news, and they had a shot from Dallas, Texas, about the eclipse, and I was going to say to Tex, "How do you like that? Follow the science now, hey boy." So, Dave, I got a proposition for you. You know? Yeah.
Hey, yo, Dave, I got a show. You need to come on my show. We'll talk about Half-Baked. All right? Don't say no. Capiche?
It was lackluster. Wow, it needed more boobs and murder, didn't it?
Oh, speaking of murder, there's another one about from Event Horizon, I believe.
Yes. Oh, that's such a great movie.
Yeah.
Where we're going, we won't need eyes to see. Fuck, I love that movie.
Great movie. Filing disability tomorrow, yeah.
You took the Trump stance and looked into the sun. It's the greatest sun we've ever had. No one's ever seen a sun like this. It's the sun the world has never seen before.
Okay,
It's the
I keep
best
saying the last
sun.
one, but I see good ones. I'm like, Junior all day for me in text.
Ooh.
Junior, I mean text or Junior. I don't even need text. Doesn't even need to text it or type it. But Alex, only one can stay.
Only one can stay. All right, Jason.
So, yeah, Event Horizon was an awesome movie.
Yeah, we didn't get the eclipse here.
We got like a little corner, like that was it. Like, yeah. So,
and that cast for Event Horizon, just awesome.
Excellent cast. Excellent.
Yes.
Yep.
Every single one of them.
So that's pretty awesome. I put this picture up, and everybody else pick someone else. Right.
Ooh, so now we know a little bit more about Sue. She likes the strong, silent type.
Strong, silent type. Yep. Yeah. Who like to kill their sisters. All right.
Wasn't for Leatherface.
It's not wrong. So
yeah.
All right, let's wrap off our videos.
Okay.
Remember, it had the do. That's my favorite sound in the world.
Shout out to Will Sasso.
Yes. Oh, all day.
First, we are going to mind our volume because I still haven't changed it, and I don't know that I will, just because I like the suddenness of it. So everyone turn down your volumes a little bit, especially you old people. Frank, I'm talking to you. China. I blame China. Anyway. Nothing on that one. All right.
China?
In the world of the Karen. All right. You ever been to the England?
I have not been to the England.
No, we know someone who has, but she's not here tonight. And again, I hope she's doing well. I hope everything's okay. We did lose 2 subscribers recently. I hope she was not one of them. Then again, I do recall her saying she had to travel for her job. So maybe she's doing that now. Anyway, England.
Hello.
Are you going to take my English money?
We're not taking the £50, no, sorry.
So it's my little boy's 3rd birthday today, and this guy here won't let my little boy have a McDonald's. That's all he wants, because he won't take an English £50 note.
Yeah, we don't take them, sorry.
Why?
Because there are too many counterfeit ones about.
That's not my problem. That's not my problem. I haven't got a counterfeit one. You need to have the equipment to find out what's counterfeit and what's not. If your staff have taken fake money, that's not my fault. Yeah, it's down to you to check whether that's real or not.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we just don't take them. There's nothing I can do about it.
What do you mean there's nothing you can do about it? My boy's 3 years old today and he wants a McDonald's.
Yeah, sorry. We just don't take them, I'm afraid.
Right, this is going further than what you actually realise, mate. Okay. You're refusing to take English money. You're refusing to take English money.
Yeah, sorry. We don't take them.
Because someone else gave you fake money.
No, because there's too many in the country.
Someone else gave you fake money, so you're not going to let my little boy have a McDonald's on his birthday.
Many companies don't take us, sorry, it's just the thing we don't take.
Can you name them other companies, please? Can you name the other companies?
He did it right. We're done.
Yep.
Yeah, they're like just ugh.
And I will give her credit that she did ask for sources.
Yeah, and she did, and which is we always say that we want sources, right? So, we
Trying to
want
create
sources.
a thumbnail of the troll face.
Yeah.
You look like you stroked out.
A little bit.
I got one more. Yeah, I do have one more. We don't have to go through the whole thing, but this might be a bit aggravating for some people, but I think it presents an interesting quandary.
So I come to my car, I see this letter on my car. I'm parked at my homeboy's crib. And I get this letter, please do not park in front of our home. So I went and knocked on the door and asked why. It's a public street. And she says she owns this parking spot. She owns it.
This guy right here is on my property.
Because I knocked on the door.
Coming and knocking on my door and causing us problems. I don't know who this guy is, but he needs to leave.
And I asked why was she.
My property?
I'm not on your property.
Leave my property.
I'm not on your property.
Sure, leave my property.
I'm on the sidewalk. I'm a public.
Leave my property.
I'm on public property.
You need to leave my property.
I can stay right here.
Okay, that's it.
I think I've seen this one before. I think I've seen that one before.
Now she says that's it, as if that's her kid she's talking to, and the kid's gonna go, "Oh no, I'm sorry. I'll do whatever you want."
Mama,
Just
no! Yeah, right. Like, yeah.
Now, does the sidewalk and the public street constitute private property? Survey says no.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Because that's the rudest shit I've ever seen in my life.
You are the most ridiculous person. You're parked in front of my house. I left a note. Don't park here.
What? This is a public street. This is a public street. This is a public street. So of course I'm gonna knock on your door.
Then I'm gonna put a note on your car. Don't park in front of my house.
This isn't. This is. Where's it saying this is property of?
28455 Hidden Hills, right there.
That's your property.
That's my property.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Can you leave?
No, it's not.
You don't live here, sir.
It doesn't matter. I'm visiting. So do you do this for everyone that comes and visits?
No, but there's people who park in front of my house.
It doesn't matter.
It
Can you
does matter.
please leave?
Oh no. This is. I have every right to be right here.
You have right to stay there, but you don't have to be a jerk.
You don't. This is a jerk.
No. Please don't park in front of my house.
You know what I'm gonna do? I might just come out here and park every weekend right here.
You sure could. You
And
could
I'm
if you
gonna
want to
leave
be a
a note
jerk.
every
You can.
week.
Okay.
That's fine.
This some rude ass shit.
You're being rude right now.
No. Bro, you already know that's wrong.
No, I'm asking you not to park in front of my house. That's
Well,
all we're doing now.
you can ask all day long.
Right, and you could say you're not gonna. That's fine. But other
So that's going to go on for at least another minute and 10 seconds. So they could probably resolve that by, asking the police or calling a towing company. And if the towing company shows up and says, no, that's not your private property, done. The issue is over.
Now, then the issue would then become me, if I was that tow truck driver, would be going, so who's paying my bill for coming out here?
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'd be looking at him and her, because it's like, well, you guys called me to remove this vehicle. I can't remove his vehicle. I'm not hooking up to it. So now you need to pay me for coming out here. That's what I'd be doing. So
Yeah. So it seems that the issue is resolved. Cora is here.
finally, hey, Cora, look, I've been waiting to do this whole time. Ready? Look what I got. It's in my coffin now, Cora. There. I'm waiting this whole time to do that. There you go. Now,
Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Cora.
Now, there's a story to that, Cora. I just didn't have some random hand, okay? I get a text from a really good friend, and she's like, "Okay, it was out of the blue," and she's like, "Okay, I got to tell you this dream that I had." I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "I had a dream that I murdered somebody, and that because you're the garbage man, you helped me get rid of the body." And I was like, "Wow." I'm like, "Shit, you would help me, wouldn't you?" I'm like, "Sure, right?" You know, and then and then about 2 weeks later, I'm picking up the garbage. I know which house is hers, and I drive by and I look down at the bin and I'm like, what the fuck? So on this is this hand, and it says, "It's our secret, Nick." Right? You know, like that's yeah. So anyways, I found that and I've been waiting for Core to come back so I can be there. There's your hand. There it is.
You know, it would have been some shit if for whatever reason some cop was driving by and he saw that and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Right? Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, heel Vance. Good Lord. Yeah. Like Howard the Duck.
Yeah, now we can use that on Frank. Whenever Frank shows up, we can say, "Hey, Duck."
What's up, Duck?
Frank the Duck.
Frank the Duck.
We're gonna spam your chat with that. Hey, Duck.
Hey,
Ducky, ducky, duck.
Ducky, duck. Quack, quack.
And not to be outdone, again, mind your volumes. Tex, you're a handyman. Build a coffin. Use some of that good old Texas wood. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good question. What would Kim think of that?
Oh no, she knows about it because I showed it to her when I got home. I figured this is gonna need some context because yeah, she goes in and like comes in here and sees a hand. I'm like, you know.
You guys said something about Howard the Duck on a recent stream. I think Tex said he wasn't a fan. Can't remember. I saw Howard the Duck a good 20 years ago. It was around the same time that I saw, what was that movie from 1985 that had the hilariously long title? The lead actor was in Paul Verhoeven's RoboCop. Peter Weller. Can't see it. It'll come to me later. Anyway. Texas wood. Yeah. Oh, God. Here we go. Steven Seagal. Again. Be a trope of the show. There you go. Nothing to do in Texas but get brain damage. Get the I don't have AIDS. Come on, man.
You have AIDS. You have AIDS.
Buckaroo Banzai. Yes, that was a great fun movie. I wish I would have seen it when I was younger. Oh, it's just the shirt. It's not the bags under the eyes. I don't have a mustache and the sunken in face. Thanks, Cora. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Alex got the AIDS, and Frank's got the ducks.
All right, so I don't think there are any actual contact crashes in any of these. It's just under the guise of stupid people. Yeah, we'll go with this one.
Are we going to get a lot of dudes?
You might get one.
Okay.
See, he's looking for somewhere to go.
Like, they're going shoulder. Holy fuck.
Why? I gotta save 3 seconds and get somewhere. Oh, I'm so important. I-295. Where is that, I wonder?
Any of the Americans?
No turn signal is one of them. It's the least at this point. Yeah. Captain Cora is going to be given tickets. Wow, I'm surprised Cora said that. She stole your thunder, Van. I cross. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah. How many singles do I need to cut across all 3 lanes? Okay, here I go now. Good luck, everyone.
I'm a terrible driver, says Cora, who's watching the live stream while driving and texting comments at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Garner.
Hello, Mr. Garner.
I can take Mr. Garner off the list because I had him on the list of people who we hadn't seen in a while. Good to see you again, good sir. There are not, but there are some good women drivers. Because I have not been hit by any women drivers. They've all been men. I-295 from Delaware to Pennsylvania. Next. Oh, this might get Nick's goat.
I have a goat?
So again, no sound on this one.
Rolling down the street, smoking endo, sipping on gin and juice, laid back. Jesus fucking Christ! Oh. Hey, players got to play, apparently.
Texas scientist rooted in. Yeah, there's some science you can follow. Oh, nice.
Another simple solution. We are playing Friday, August 23rd, 4 p.m. till 5:15. Yeah. And then stick around because it's a great night. My girl Brianna and Trainwreck are playing, and Mark Hall and Undefined are playing at 8. They're going to end the night with the Chevelles, I believe, and Ransom Note is right after us. So,
Cora, that happened here in British Columbia. I think it was in the Vancouver area. A guy got 2 tickets for reckless driving inside of an hour, and then he did something else stupid, and they finally pulled him off the road.
Dude, we have an acquaintance or a person we knew from back in the day who got 2 speeding tickets in 25 minutes. Going through McLeod Lake and then went through Bear Lake.
Yep.
And a speeding ticket at both of them. So, all right.
Oh, she's good at making sandwiches, but is she good at spelling the word "at" correctly? Everyone gets one. Yeah, I think that'll do for now.
Yeah. All right. Music, movies, and cinema. I think I'm gonna have a couple songs actually. So I like some Misfits. I'm not like I only really like one Glenn Danzig song, which is Mother, but a short video came up, and this was from 95. From Static Age of the Misfits, number 6, Hybrid Moments. I really enjoyed the song, Hybrid, and it's just a typical, from what I've seen, a few Misfits songs, it's like a minute and some seconds long. Like I like Angel Fuck by the Misfits in this one. And then Dermot Kennedy, A Closeness. He's an Irish singer. I was actually getting a massage the other day, and my masseuse just puts on mellow music, not like the stupid like bird sounds and bullshit. And this song came on, And I'm like, oh, what song is that? So I had to say, it's getting bad now because whenever I'm getting a massage with her, I'm like, okay, I got to keep my phone near me so I can Shazam to see what song that is, so I can I can have it for later. So, and then one more, Noah Canahan, whatever the Drunk Dial song singer, Stick Season, great song, Stick Season. So, all right, now I'm done plugging my crap. Go ahead.
And as you get older, your crap will plug naturally.
Oh boy, does it ever. Ugh, older right now. Awesome. Yeah, because you guys can like kill lots of hogs. So I can imagine that your freezer's full of hog meat. Insert dirty heel van jokes right there. But
what does hog meat taste like, I wonder? You ever had it before?
I'm assuming it would just be pork, wouldn't it? I don't know.
I don't know.
We need text to weigh in on that. So yeah, pork. That's kind of what I figured. Just pork.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, do you have it with mustard or ketchup or both?
Like me a good smoked barbecue sauce, I'm thinking.
Yeah, does the Juggalo, the meeting of the Juggalos, does that take place in Alabama? You seen some of their female fans?
Yes. Yes.
Ground elk I've tried, because here in Canada, Save On Foods is a big grocery chain, and they, in their frozen meat section, have not only ground elk, but caribou and kangaroo and a few other different types of exotic meat. Of course, Sue chimes in. They must. Yes. Ooh, Texas barbecue style hog bacon.
Oh, I can just taste it. I can just taste that.
We got to go there.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Oh.
Fuck the prom queen. Right, Ryan? The prom queen.
The prom queen. Yeah.
It's just a save on. I got a few
right.
of them in the city. Okay,
let's go.
movies. So it's a shame that really isn't here, or he would have given us his suggestions already. I would like Cora to give a suggestion for a movie off the top of your head. Take your time, though. So in terms of movies, I have 3, because I didn't give one last week. 2 for the general public and 1 for text specifically. So the first one, here in British Columbia, not only that, but shot in and around the city of Prince George. So Ryan, support your local filmmaking people. Cold Meat from 2023. A driver saves a waitress from her ex. He continues driving, but crashes during a blizzard. Now injured and trapped in a ravine, he spots a beast stalking him. With dwindling time, he must find a way to survive the cold and the predator. There's way more to it than that, but that's a good start. Decent movie. Good use of cinematography, especially in the cramped space that is the car. So I would give this a watch, 1.5 hours, including credits. Second one, in the theater right now, Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. This was a lot of fun. I saw this with my girlfriend on Saturday. I think this is the first monster movie I have seen in the theater.
Nice.
Which sucks, because I wish I would have seen the 2014 Godzilla and Godzilla King of the Monsters and the other Godzilla movie. It would have been great to see in the theater. But yes, this was a lot of fun. It was good. It had an adventure aspect that you get from watching 80s adventure movies. So this was really good for me. And I look forward to seeing the Harsh Truth review about this.
Nice.
And before I go on,
it's damn true.
Magic Mike, I've never seen any of the Magic Mike movies. I've had no interest, even though Soderbergh is the director of them. Oh, The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. That sounds so familiar. Was that Was that set during World War II, that one? Because that was a really good one, if that's the one I'm thinking of. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah. Dun, dun, dun. He doxed himself.
This is one we're going to hold over Frank. The Buy in the Stripped Pajamas. Is that the name of a strip club?
Is that the name of the LGBTQ plus version of the movie?
Monsterverse was great. I was a huge fan of the Toho Godzilla movies when I was a kid.
Me too. Yep. They were always on TBS. I loved them.
Cheesy USA. Yeah, from 1998 with Matthew Broderick. I don't remember that too much.
I remember the soundtrack more than anything.
Come with me. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that was great.
And I'm going deeper underground. Jamiroquai.
Wasn't a big fan of Jamiroquai. Tex, this one's for you. I saw this today. It's from 2007. It's called 100 Tears. I think there are 2 versions of this. You'll find both of them on the website that I referred you to. It's rated NC-17, and for good reason. If you get the hour 35 version, that has the most gore. It's a great gory movie. It's low budget. It's independent, so some of the acting, some of the line delivery, not great, but it's got a killer clown with the biggest meat cleaver I have ever seen in a motion picture. So 100 Tears from 2007. You can get it on Amazon. You could probably get it a few other places, but yes, I recommend that for gorehounds like Tex.
All right.
TNT's Monster Vision. Ooh, we had TNT, didn't we? I think it was Channel 22.
No, it was TNN. That was the national network.
Never mind.
Yeah, we had TBS. Yeah.
I haven't watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off in a while. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. Yeah, well, I didn't mind the new Godzillas and Kong for what they are. You got to go into remembering that what they are, right? So
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, you're not going to get any takes on modern society when you go in to watch a monster movie. It's a monster movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
Joe Bob Briggs. Ooh, and art. That's so there's a lot of blood and a lot of violence and 100 Tears. Are there any boobs? I don't think so. I watched it today and I can't remember. But you know, there it is. Frank is the new whore for Tubi. And thank you to everyone who was here, including Cora, Corey, Sue, Sarah May, Beverly, Wade, Casey, Frank, Jared, Alma, Van Edwards, Tex, Bolo, and Ryan. And I didn't do this last week, and I apologize. People who we haven't seen in a while, and we hope are doing well. Hanama, Overseer, Shlomo, Wild Bill, Penny, Jen, Tamara, Amanda, my friend Sarah, our friend Matt, who shows up about once a year, both Trevors, both Cindy's, my other friend Jolene, Nathan, Nick's mom, my Auntie Kathy, and shout outs to Gareth, Ravi, and Ashley. We will create a vote in our community tab on YouTube for whether or not Tex should make a movie about a zombie version of Gloria Pouchfonte's quiche-smelling uterus.
Yes. So, everybody love each other. Thank you, everybody that stuck with us for the 2 hour that we're going to make because we have our moment of Zen. Thank you, everybody. Love each other. Be patient with each other. You don't know what battles people are fighting. Have a great night, and we'll see you next week.
Indeed, we will. And when you keep in mind that we don't know what battles people are fighting, think before you say something and think before you do something. Thank you so much to everyone who was here when the show started. Not a lot of people, but as has been the case, it builds over time. So I'll catch up in the comments and then we will be on our way. Yeah, you should do that once in a while, Cora. Watch a really, really, really gory movie just so you can justify not watching horror movies for, the rest of your life. No, that's cool. Okay, yes. Everyone say...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah?
There you go. I acknowledged him.
And golf clap.
Men at work.
Cora's going to star in my zombie. Yeah, you know what? Cora would be great in a role where she's got these big glasses that are, not on the eyes, but down here. And she plays a really mouthy secretary. She looks up at you and she just spouts some shit. That'd be great. Or the killer.
And then look who made it the last second. Butt Blaster Brody. I'll do your
Wow.
nudity text. I'll be totally topless. I'll be your topless. I'll do your topless stuff for you.
No. That would be quite the scare if all of a sudden a nude text shows up out of nowhere and everyone's like, whoa. Yeah. Can't say I'll be a fan, but if it happens, it happens.
Okay.
Rocks.
Hi and bye, Brody. Okay. Bye, everybody.
All right. Thank you all so much. We'll be back next week, Raw after Mania. Well, that's what you get for choosing them over us. We know you have no shame. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. This moment of Zed is completely random, which, exemplifies our show. Nick forgot to bring around Fuck Around and Find Out video, so he will have to do 2 next week.
I gotta do videos for Fuck Around and Finds Out. All right, I can do that.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do some homework. Okay.
Thank you all very much, and you take care, and good night.
Goat Boy is here to please you.
How do you go about pronouncing it? Tau matawhakatangi hanga ko au au o tamate atu ripu. Kakapiki maunga horo nuku pokai whenua ki tanata. Let's try this again. Tau matawhakatangi hanga ko au au o tamate atu ripu. Kakapiki maunga horo nuku pokai whenua ki tanata. It's pretty straightforward. Tau matawhakatangi hanga ko au au o tamate atu ripu. Kakapiki maunga horo nuku pokai whenua ki tanata. Your turn now.
For shizzle.